Who were the Cactus pilots of World War II? Imagine this, August 1942, you're a young Marine pilot, barely out of training, flying a rugged F4F Wildcat fighter. Your runway isn't paved asphalt. It's a hastily carved strip of dirt and crushed coral on a godforsaken island called Guadalcanal. This isn't just any island. It's the front line of the Pacific War, and you are the bait. They called you the Cactus Air Force, and your life expectancy was measured in days. This is the story of one of those pilots, Joe Foss, a farm boy from South Dakota who would become America's first ace of aces in World War II, all while flying from that dusty, dangerous strip. The conditions on Guadalcanal were brutal. The runway, Henderson Field, was under constant threat. By day, Japanese bombers would pound it from the sky. By night, warships from the Tokyo Express would sail down the slot and shell it relentlessly. Sleep was a luxury, and a full meal was a distant memory. Pilots and ground crews lived on captured Japanese rice, often riddled with weevils. Malaria, dysentery, and fungal infections were as deadly as enemy fire. The airmen were gaunt, exhausted, and running on pure grit. They called themselves the Cactus Air Force after the codename for the island. Their motto might as well have been, "Survive today, fight tomorrow." Into this hell on earth flew Second Lieutenant Joe Foss. He wasn't your typical hotshot pilot. He was older, nearly 27, and had a quiet, determined demeanor. His initial combat missions were a harsh lesson. He struggled to even see the enemy Zeros, let alone shoot them down. His own squadron mates started calling him old man and doubted his abilities. On top of that, he contracted malaria, a disease that would plague him for the rest of his time on the island. For any other man, it would have been the end. But for Joe Foss, it was just the beginning. Something clicked for Fossey. He adapted. He learned to use the Wildcat's strength sits, ruggedness, and superior diving speed against the more agile, Japanese Zero. He developed a tactic of making high-speed diving passes, firing a burst, and then using his momentum to escape. He wasn't dogfighting in the traditional sense. He was a hunter, and on October 13th, his hunt began. He shot down his first Zero. The very next day, he shot down 2 more. By October 18th, he was an ace, with 5 confirmed kills. His squadron, once skeptical, now looked to him for leadership. They called themselves Foss's Flying Circus. Joe Foss's tally grew at an astonishing rate. On October 25th, during a massive Japanese air raid, he shot down 5 enemy planes in a single day. An incredible feat. He flew with a relentless fury, often returning to base with his Wildcat riddled with holes. On one occasion, he was forced to ditch his damaged plane in the ocean, dodging sharks and Japanese patrols before being rescued by missionaries in a canoe. He'd get a few hours of rest, shake off the malaria-induced fever, and climb back into the cockpit. He was driven by a fierce determination to protect the Marines on the ground and to turn the tide of the battle. By the time he was rotated out of Guadalcanal in January 1943, Joe Foss had shot down 26 enemy aircraft, tying the record set by Eddie Rickenbacker in World War I. He had single-handedly accounted for a huge number of Japanese planes and had become a symbol of the unbreakable spirit of the Cactus Air Force. His incredible bravery earned him the Medal of Honor. He went on to serve in the Korean War, become a general in the Air National Guard, and even the governor of South Dakota. But he would always be remembered as the farm boy who became a legend in the skies over Guadalcanal, the ultimate cactus pilot who stared death in the face and never blinked. Thank you for watching. If you found this story of heroism inspiring, please hit that like button and subscribe for more tales of incredible courage from history. See you next time.